What up, guys? It's your boy Matt from RamseyVoice.com, and today we are talking about increasing your singing power the right way. There's a lot of wrong ways to increase your singing power, as we're going to see today, but I'm going to show you some fantastic exercises to help you improve your singing power and get a lot more volume in your voice today. Now, you're going to get three huge things out of our lesson today. Number one, you're going to learn exactly what vocal power is and where it comes from. You're going to learn what the right combination of singing techniques are in order to get the right volume in your voice. And I'm also going to give you 5 fantastic exercises that you can use to increase your singing power like crazy. You are going to love it. So I can't wait to jump in. Before we jump into the exercises, guys, make sure to click like, comment with the next video that you want to see me do, subscribe, and turn on notifications for this channel. Or if you're ready to improve your singing voice today, check out my complete singing course, Master Your Voice. You can click the link to get on the wait list. Let's face it, everyone wants to sing with more vocal power. But the truth is that vocal power doesn't actually just come from just pushing your voice more. Actually, that's a really good way of straining your voice. Actually, vocal power or singing power is coming from the right balance of muscle and air in your voice. First, let's take a moment to define what vocal power actually is. Vocal power and singing power basically means singing at a strong volume or dynamic in music. Dynamic in music just means the volume with which you're playing something. So rather than I'm in love with the world, instead you're singing with a fuller sound, I'm in love with the world, but that you can also belt into that a little bit more. I'm in love with the world, and I actually have control over my ability to sing with more or less vocal power when I want to. Now, vocal power, as I mentioned before, is going to come from the right balance of air and muscle. Now, what does that actually mean? Well, the air in my singing voice obviously is coming from my lungs. When I inhale, that's supplying my air. And the air is like the fuel for the singing voice. The muscle that I'm talking about is actually the vocal cords themselves. And the more the vocal cords close, in other words, the more muscle that I'm using, I'm actually going to get a stronger sound when that's combined with a lot of breath pressure. To go back for a second, you can imagine that if the breath is the fuel, then the vocal cords themselves are the motor that are converting that fuel into sound energy. So let me tell you in a couple of ways the things that can go wrong. If I have a lot of air, but my vocal cords are open, in other words, if I have a lot of air, high air, but low muscle, then I'm just gonna be, I'm in love with the world. My vocal cords are not actually closing. So I've got plenty of air, but if the motor isn't actually working correctly, if my vocal cords aren't actually working correctly, then I'm gonna have a very low singing power. Or to put it another way, if I have a really small amount of air, but my cords are really tight, in other words, I didn't take a deep enough breath, but my cords are super tight, I'm still not going to get a very strong sound out of that. So high muscle, low air will still make for low vocal power. However, if I've got a nice breath and my vocal cords are closing correctly, then I'm gonna get a nice strong strong sound that I can actually change the way that it sounds. I can make it yawnier and I can make it beltier, and I can put it right in the middle. Now, how do you actually find this right combination of air and muscle when you're singing? Well, one of the best ways to find the right balance of air and muscle is to actually just go back to the way that your speaking voice sounds. In other words, when I'm speaking, I'm trying to be heard. I'm probably getting heard by you right now in that I'm projecting my voice. I'm using the right balance of air and muscle. In other words, I'm not saying, hi, my name is Matt, how are you? Where my vocal cords are open. And I'm not, hi, my name is Matt, nice to meet you. Where it's like a lot of muscle tension and not a lot of air. Instead, I'm taking the right amount of air in order to speak the phrase that I'm doing. Why is it always so different when people start singing? So in the next 5 exercises that I'm going to show you, I'm going to show you exactly how to use the power of your speaking voice to improve your singing power dramatically. So let's jump in. The first exercise that I'm going to show you to increase your singing power is the 5-tone count. And in the 5-tone count, basically, we're just going to use the 5-tone scale. And we're just going to speak the words on the notes. So rather than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I'm singing now. Instead, I'm going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And each one of those notes, I'm just going to speak my sound on. And don't worry if that sounds really, really ugly or really brassy to you at first. This is all we're trying to do, is just trying to get the vocal cords to work the way that we need them to. So guys, you can join me right down here and we'll just do a few scales of those. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Deep breath, just talk it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And notice on each of them, I was just saying 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And even though that doesn't sound like beautiful singing just yet, that's how you can increase the power from 5, 4, 3, even though that sounds pretty. 5, 4, 3 can turn into beautiful singing as well. Ladies, let's do the same thing. We're going to start right here on the G3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fantastic job, guys. In the next exercise, I'm going to show you how to increase your singing power dramatically by just using a very simple consonant and vowel combination. In the last exercise, I showed you how to speak up to the 5-tone scale so that every note sounded strong. But in this particular case, rather than switching every word on each note that I'm singing, we're just going to sing one vowel and consonant combination. In this case, we're going to sing gug, gug, gug on the 5-tone scale, just like we're saying gug, 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 like we're just saying gut, but with a G at the end. So gentlemen, you can join me down here. So gug, 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 gug. Gug, 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 gug. Gug, 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 gug. Ladies, we're gonna do the same thing, but we're gonna start right here. Gug, 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 gug. Gug, 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 gug. Keep it strong. Gug, 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 gug. And notice on none of them did I gug, gug, gug. I didn't try to sing them. I just gug, gug, gug. And why is that important? Because eventually that'll turn into an ah. It'll turn into a more beautiful sound rather than ah. I'm singing now. Fantastic. Well, guys, it's time to be honest. So far, we've been using scales that are just in the bottom part of your voice, just in your chest voice. And it's very easy to get a lot of vocal tone and a lot of vocal power there because the vocal cords are already a little bit thicker. However, it's really important that you also learn how to increase your singing power on high notes as well. So in this next exercise, what I'm going to show you how to do is I'm going to show you how to increase your singing power even on high notes. So what we're going to do is we're going to use an octave repeat scale. So it's going to be an octave up, where I repeat the top note 1, 2, 3, 4 times and then come down. And this time we're just going to do that on a nah, kind of a bratty nah, 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 like you're saying the word nasty. So in my voice, and for guys, we're going to start right here like a na 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 na. Notice how none of it is that's nah. We're going to do the same thing here. Na 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 na. Let's do one more. Na 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 na. Feel how strong and ugly that is? Even though it is super ugly and nasally right now, again, that will lead to a lot more vocal power, and you can turn that into ah before you know it. Ladies, let's do the same thing, going up to a B4. So na 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 na. And again, on none of them did I I kept it very forward, very bratty, very bright, just like I'm saying nasty. And that will really, really help me keep that vocal tone and that vocal power where I want it. Fantastic job, guys. Now that we found that on this really ugly and bratty sound, what we're gonna do now is we're actually going to do that on a slightly more normal sound. In this particular case, we're gonna go towards that gug, gug, gug thing that we did, which is still kind of silly sounding, but it's probably better than that nah sound. So we're gonna go into that same place, octave repeat, and this time we're gonna do it on gug, like you're saying the word gut, but with a G at the end. So in my voice it'd be like a ga 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 ga. Guys, join me here. Ga 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 ga. Ga 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 ga. Great, keep it strong. Ga 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 ga. Notice how on none of them did I ga. Gah, like I'm just saying it. Gah. Again, remember, your vocal power is just coming from the way that you speak it. Just speak, sing the notes, and you'll be amazed at how much stronger they get. Ladies, we're gonna do the same thing here. So, ga 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 ga. Ga 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 ga. Ga 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 ga. Awesome job. Now, for our last vocal power exercise, I thought it was only fitting that I give you something that's a little bit more difficult. So rather than a ga 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 or a na na na, where you get a lot of that vocal power really easily, let's try something that's just a little bit harder to get that good vocal power. In this particular case, we're gonna do it on a mum, 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 which being a more open vowel is gonna drive more chest voice. It's gonna give you a little bit more of that belty, thick, strong sound that we're looking for. But rather than the guh or the nah with the bratty sound, the mum, mum, mum is just a little bit more gentle. And that's a lot closer to what real singing is like. So let's take a look at that octave repeat scale. And this time we're gonna do it on mum, like you're saying mother. So for guys, let's go mum, 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 mum. Plenty strong. Mum, 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 mum. I didn't mum, 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 mum. Ladies, let's do the same thing, going up to the B up here. Mum, 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 mum. Mum, 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 mum. One more, keep it strong. Mum, 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 mum. Congratulations, guys. At this point, you should be singing super, super strong across your entire range. But always remember that you never want to strain ma in order to get more power. The right vocal power, belting, hitting high notes with power, that's all really coming from the right balance between the air and the muscle in your voice. So too much muscle, and you're gonna squeeze it. Too much air, and it's gonna be falsetto. Instead, you wanna keep it right in the middle. Guys, I hope you found this video super helpful. If you enjoyed it, make sure that you click like, comment with the next video that you wanna see me do, and subscribe, turn on notifications for this channel. Or if you're ready to improve your singing power today, check out my complete singing course, Master Your Voice. Just click the link to get on the wait list.